I can understand why people sometimes look at the human family and think, waste a good space. One fellow said that we were like fungus growing on the surface of the planet. But I did hear in Acts chapter 20, verse 28, that God purchased people with his own blood. I know this. If God bled, he didn't bleed for worms or trash. I understand that a lot of us are troubled deeply about ourselves as much as everyone else. You look back on your life and you think of failures. You keep telling stories about yourself and become trapped in stories. Depresses you sometimes, doesn't it? You think of David, who said, my sin is ever before me. And you see, when you feel like that, it becomes even worse when people praise you, tell you how wonderful you are. And you look at them and you think, oh, dear God, if they only knew me. We're not even happy with our own ideal. We see things that we should be and aren't, and it sometimes makes us very despondent. But I do know this, that whoever I see and look at, however disappointed I am in them or in myself, I remember that Jesus died for them. There's some people who irritate you a lot. They're always bickering, they're always complaining and that kind of thing. And you tend to think, oh, well, if they leave the church, we won't miss them. He would miss them. God didn't bleed for worms, and yet he came and died for us. Oak trees that are all diseased, bent and broken and that, well, we recognize them as oak trees, of course, but it's only when we see them at their best, healthy and well, we say, now that is an oak tree. God knows what you're made for, what I'm capable of, what the human family could be. He sees that. He sees our wrong and our disappointing ways. But he also loves us and wants to redeem us and transform us. Will you believe that? Look in the mirror and say, God doesn't bleed for worms, and he bled for me.